Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, man, we live, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get to this topic, man. I really don't want to do this for real. This my dog, but to report the news, right? You gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, he put the information out there. I'm just the only person who picked up on things, or I guess the only person man enough to actually talk about it. Because it's crazy. Everybody on the internet be cutting people off over Tank Davis, but y'all ain't even reporting the news that he putting out. That's crazy to me. He's saying a lot of good things. You know, it's always a good thing for him to talk and stuff because we learn a lot of information from Tank Davis when he does have a chance to speak and stuff like that. Because you know, back in the day, he ain't really talk that much. But one thing I do not like is the fact somebody said something about Boots Ennis having an email built yesterday. That is disgusting work. I'm tired of hearing about email builds. The fact that now I'm trying to figure out the first thing that came to my mind was who came up. Man, no, I don't even know. I think yesterday I came up and actually said who came up with the whole email belt word. You know what I'm saying? That whole topic. Man, come on, dog. Email belts? I'm like, wow. And you know who came up with that? Who made that phrase famous? Tank. That's why I said, man, come on, man. That's why I didn't like when it was said the first time. That's how 100 I am. I ain't like it the first time. I'm like, nah, that's gonna be flawed. I already knew what it was gonna be. Now it trickled down to the point where somebody talking about, yeah, Boo's got an email bill. Like he ain't been fighting guys since day one, before he even turned pro. You know what I'm saying? Like they treat it. It's to a point now. People put more pressure on. It looks like people put more pressure on Boots to fight somebody than actually Tank Davis or somebody. I'm gonna just keep it 1,000. It looks exactly that way right now because to say email belts, like they talking about Boots got an email belt yesterday. We got Boots for what? Then Tank that made that phrase famous. I told people a couple years ago. Why would we even bring that up? Why is that? Why is that word even gonna be used like that? But now we gonna see. Cause I'm gonna go through this. I'm gonna definitely go through this. It's gonna be one thing I realized, and this real talk. It's gonna be tough for Tank Davis trying to get undisputed. It's gonna be tough for him to try to get undisputed. It's gonna be tough for him to try to get undisputed. I'm just gonna keep it real. At this point right now, it's gonna get tough. If he would have did it probably a couple of years ago, it probably would have made out better. But now, dudes are getting stronger now. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson getting his man strength. So it's a different ball game now. It ain't what it was a couple of years ago. I already know what time it is. But the email belts. So when he was saying Devin Haney got an email belt, now he got an email belt though. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't laughing when I don't laugh about nobody saying somebody got an email belt. But how you gonna make up the phrase that somebody got an email belt, then you got an email belt? Then everybody's so street, but they don't want to talk about how Tank Davis said he picked Frank Martin. Over who? Who you pick Frank Martin over? Dang, bro. I'm proving right now. I'm the super Tank Davis fan because nobody else cares about what he's talking about, I guess. He said he the one who picked Frank Martin. And guess who else said he should fight Frank Martin last year? I did. None of these fans out here said that. They said Frank Martin was a duck. So me and Tank think that Frank Martin is tougher than y'all do. Cause I picked Frank Martin last year. When everybody said he was a duck against Shakur Stevenson, and now Tank Davis has picked Frank Martin. Trust me, I don't look bad. History gonna prove everything. History gonna show. History definitely gonna show. And the fight is what, 4 or 5 weeks away? So we ain't got long. Everything coming right together. But the email belts though, now they got boots. You got people saying that the boots now. See man, when people come up with phrases like that and you calling guys you actually been in the ring with before, it's another thing to say that to a guy you ain't never fought before. But if you actually been in the ring with a guy and you just going at him just over and over, I've never understood that, bro. To be honest with y'all, Tank Davis, the first fighter I seen actually fight somebody in the ring, sparring, got it on video and everything, and still be like, I'm gonna go at this guy. I'm going at him. I'm going at him. I'm going at him. It's like, nah, that don't make no sense. Then he says, no, it's because of his dad. No, that's cap. Because Teofimo dad was talking about you before that situation even came around. So what are we talking about? Yeah, that's cap. What else? What's the other excuse? Oh, that's cap. It's all cap. You talking to Carissa Shields right now. Ain't got nothing to do with her dad. But an email belt, man, come on, man. A lot of dudes right now, they getting exposed, man. A lot of Tank Davis fans, they getting exposed right now. And I love it. They getting exposed. This dude said he picked Frank Martin over everybody, and you dudes ain't said nothing. And he said he got a 6-7 fight deal, which means he got opponents already picked out ahead of time that he want to fight. Man, come on, man. Let me stop talking. These dudes don't know boxing. Talking about people ducking. Man, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. One thing I've learned this year is Sabril Matias gonna fight Liam Paro. If Devin Haney would have fought Liam Paro, dudes would have been like, Devin Haney a duck. He ain't trying to fight nobody. If Devin Haney was trying to fight Frank Martin right now, dudes would say he a duck. He ain't trying to fight nobody. So that's why some of these fighters I support, win or lose, I know they're gonna get in the ring with somebody. Not saying Frank Martin's a nobody. I'm a huge Frank Martin fan. I'm actually ready for the fight. People starting to realize how good Frank Martin is now. I just found out he fought Virgil Ortiz in the amateurs. I ain't know all that. I was just basing it off his skills. Now that tape's starting to go around, now everybody's trying to say, oh yeah, Frank Martin, the real deal. Oh, he won the real deal after he fought an Olympian in his last fight, and y'all was talking about how he looked bad. These fans be all over the place, man. They all over the place. I can't entertain jumping little, jumping beans. I can't really entertain fans that jump on one side this week and the next side the next week. Then you got certain things that go on in boxing. That's just weird, man. It's just weird at the end of the day. Ain't no more facts going on. It's starting to fall apart, actually. It's starting to fall apart. I mean, Saudi Arabia got boxing in a chokehold right now. And people are arguing about who the best. You know what I'm saying? So I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I can definitely see the light at the end of the tunnel. Because besides Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, besides Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, we haven't had big fights in America. It's been only one. So people better enjoy it. Better enjoy it. Don't got long. You better enjoy it. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think they setting up right now to just kind of measure himself against Devin Haney, but if he's as smart as I think he is, he know he's not gonna get undisputed. He know it's a wrap. He got better chances of now going to 140 to fight somebody like Isaac Cruz, somebody than actually staying at 35 and trying to see what Shakur and Lomachenko talking about. Got a better never expect that to be a big win to me. As far as he was a 130, man. Hector Garcia, I mean, he beat Chris Colbert, but at that time, Tank was already messing around fighting guys like Barrios and stuff. So why would I think that Hector Garcia was somebody that would give him a run? So I didn't like that fight. Yeah, the competition just been low, man. Like people got to realize Tank is in his prime right now. He just took 14 months off, bro. That's not good for any boxer in his prime, especially a guy like Tank with his talent to take off 14 months. And people like, yeah, bro, and then come back and fight Frank Martin, bro. When you take 14 months off of your best years, this the best years he got. You taking 14 months off, you done. You gonna be done like that because he fights all the time more. They can't keep having big mega fights all the time when he fights. He got to fight a little bit more. I know he's a big star and everything, but he got to fight a little bit more. Like, what is the goal right now? You know what I'm saying? Is it belts? No belts? Is it status? Are you trying to get undisputed? Because right now, there's a couple of fights that after this fight, they can shut all the talk down. That can get made. But I don't trust the way Tank moving right now, man. I've been following Tank a long time. The little Floyd Mayweather situation, then jumping into the Devin Haney situation. Like he's all over the place right now. Like I trust none of that that's going on over there. People have tried to protect that situation for a long time. We have minded our business. But now that I know they trying to like fool with certain people, like anytime a channel like even says something minor to what they saying, they always trying to bother that channel. This is over. And what's crazy is I would think that they would trip out over guys like Canelo like that. No, they don't really go that hard when you say something about Canelo. They don't like the way it is about these guys. And that's real talk. People don't understand that. These dudes got kid gloves on them right now. It ain't no facts surrounding nothing that's going on in boxing right now. We got the Frank Martin and Tank fight coming up. Tank showing Frank Martin a sparring video on stage. And these dudes will be yelling and cutting off YouTubers and slandering people's name online. They favorite fighters start showing Frank Martin a sparring video on the stage at the fight, and nobody wants to mention that. That's why I don't entertain. What's going on, PD? What's going on? It's Saturday, man. Shout out to everybody in chat too. Yeah, I'm having an in-depth conversation I didn't want to have because I've been following Tank for over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of fans around Tank, bro, they just don't want to keep it 1,000. You know what I'm saying? I'm as big as a Tank fan as I am a Devin Haney fan. I've been following them since before they was pro. You know what I'm saying? I still look at Tank as I've been knowing Tank so I've been seeing Tank fight so long. When I see him with tattoos, I'll be like, dang, bro, got tattoos. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember seeing him with no tattoos. So that's how long I've been watching him. Oh yeah, man. Enjoy that, bro. Oh yeah, enjoy it, man. It's a good day outside, man. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. It's definitely a good day outside. That's why I'm getting early. I know a lot of people waking up, probably getting ready for the day. But I was looking up, man, and the Tank Davis fight is like 4 weeks away, 4 or 5 weeks away. It's not really a lot of information that been coming out. I let everybody talk about the press conference last week, and not a lot of information came out of it. So I came in to show people that I really know the real information, and I guess I'm the only one who has the kahunas enough to actually speak about it. But one thing I wanted to go over was I said last year and this year the reason Tank wanted to fight Frank Martin was because of the sparring session they had. And as soon as Tank gets on stage with Frank Martin, what does he do? Pulls out. He surprises me. This what I didn't know. Tank, you got the sparring video on your phone, homie? What are you doing with the sparring video on your phone? I'm telling everybody you don't got no sparring videos. Like, bro, for real, man. I'm being 1,000 with y'all. That kind of hurt my feelings, bro. I've been out here. I'm like, nah, Tank ain't had a sparring video on his phone. He wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't put the video out. Everybody blaming Mayweather for putting videos out and stuff like that. This dude got a sparring video on his phone, man. On his phone. Nobody wants to talk about it. On his phone. So who really sent Ryan Garcia that sparring video? I just said some facts and somebody just bounced out of here. You know what I'm saying? And that always happens. Y'all ain't seeing it, but yeah. Facts. They running from the truth. Running from the truth. The truth ain't meant to be in boxing. I'm not even talking about nothing extreme right now. The truth is not meant for boxing. The truth is not meant for boxing. This dude on stage showing Frank Martin's sparring video, like, bro, everything I said for the past couple of months, it's just, I'm tired of being Miss Cleo in boxing. It's getting boring, man. I'm tired of getting predictions right. And it's like the fans it's just it's just crazy, bro. You can tell the truth and facts, and it's just some way negativity just find its way back around. Oh, you're wrong. Now people don't even want to talk about it. They still don't want to talk about why Tank Davis is taking the fight. This dude the biggest fighter in boxing. We don't know why he's taking the fight for Frank Martin. We won't talk about that. Is this the biggest? Is boxing really a big sport? I think this kind of proves that it's not as big as we think it is, or we don't have fans as really as detailed as we thought. You would think that the biggest fighter in boxing, he goes out here have full interviews. He does a one-on-one debate and interview with Frank Martin. I seen about 5 minutes of because I know most of the stuff they was gonna say. One thing that did I get caught though, he said, "I picked you. You didn't pick me." So he picked Frank Martin over Lomachenko, and everybody okay with this? And y'all telling me Lomachenko got robbed against Devin Haney? Why Tank ain't fighting Lomachenko if he got robbed? That means Lomachenko won his last fight. If you think he got robbed, why Tank ain't fighting him? If you think Loma's the best, don't y'all want to see the best fight the best? Oh, so both of y'all scared. So I gotta. That's why I'm a Devin Haney fan. He ain't scared. Oh, Devin Haney got smoked. Okay, guess what? He gave you an opportunity to see him get smoked. Yeah, he been consistent. But you gotta understand, he hasn't fought in 14 months. He has to get on the bike. And he's 5 years, almost 5 years. He's gonna be 30 years old at the end of this year. He's 5 years older than Devin Haney now. He said, yeah. I knew you was gonna say that. That's why I ain't say nothing, PD. I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that. And bro, we like Tank, bro. For real. We like Tank. Real talk. But you gotta understand though, they criticizing Mike Tyson right now. So people be like, "Why y'all saying something about Tank?" Bro, they saying something about Mike Tyson right now. You know, layoff. Yeah, Devin Haney. Hey, PD, I'm gonna ask you another question, PD. I'm glad you in the chat still. PD, what other boxers have we seen since we grew up that was 25 years old fighting guys like Devin Haney has? I can't remember, PD. Do you remember somebody who was 25 doing all this? I know. No, when nobody fight no Lomas and all this stuff. I know Tiafimo has taken some hard fights. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Tank did because he had the certain fights with like Leo Santa Cruz. I gave him all his credit for all them fights. You know, I was a huge Tank Davis fan before he even fought McGregor. Um, I mean, on the McGregor card, but um, um, his development ain't like I don't know, bro. Him taking 14 months off in the middle of his prime. I know everybody said, well, he was in jail recently. Yeah, but come on now. Like you couldn't be ready by January. What's up? Well, I know people have say the prime deal. Yes, the prime deal. You're absolutely correct. The prime deal that does make sense. I have gave, but December he could have hopped on a card or something like that. I know business is business, but bro, I don't know if Tank Davis is gonna ever be undisputed, man. Real talk. I don't know if he'll ever be undisputed. Undisputed right now, that means he'll have to go. Yeah, he's walking that thin line right now. Cause I'm gonna tell you something right now, PD. With Andy Cruz and Keyshawn Davis and all those guys being at 135, the minute Tank moves up, ain't no telling. Maybe Keyshawn Davis moves up. And then Tank will be like, well, I'm going back to 35. Nah, brother, that ain't gonna work. You tiptoeing now. You gonna be 30 years old jumping from weight class to weight class when you got talent all over the place. I don't know if Tank knows it or not, but the two weight classes he's playing around with is the deepest weight classes in boxing. 35 and 40 is considered the deepest right now, as far as guys who are ready to go or fighting top level competition. You got gold medalists and everything at 135. Yeah, it's a thin line he's walking, bro. And I can't entertain that. I know boxing too well right now. I gotta separate myself. I know people gonna hate me and all that. It's all good, bro. Everybody hate everybody. Trust me. Trust me. I don't do nothing but report boxing. I'm pretty sure y'all gonna go at me about something one day. But nah, him showing that him losing his mind over that Frank Martin sparring tape, that showed me everything I needed to know. That showed me everything I needed to know. Everything. And then PD, like I said, I didn't know Frank Martin fought Virgil Ortiz until last week. All these months I've been talking about Frank Martin. I haven't been watching no Frank Martin amateur fights. I just been looking at what I seen in the ring, and I said, man, he got some talent. I see this and that. A lot of guys don't do that. He got good stamina. His balance. He changed levels. Head movement decent. Got a jab. He don't really hang over his feet as far as his balance is good. So he not heavy on the front foot, all that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, now we got fans who was just disrespecting Frank Martin last year. Now they saying, oh, this gonna be a fight for Tank. Like it's all that's cap too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the fans are destroying the boxing because they trying to make it a popularity contest. How you gonna say a guy who just ducking somebody is the best fight that Tank can have? Like, be consistent. Fans are consistently disgusting as well. Is Frank Martin good enough or not? Like, I don't got time for to be playing no games with these fans, man. Oh, bro, stop all that. And guess what? The guy that Artem guy, bro, let me tell you. This is when I knew that I was at that level now where I learned enough. The guy that Shakur Stevenson finna fight, the Artem guy that Frank Martin fought last year. It's funny that, and no disrespect, I don't never use this word like that. He has came out a couple times, but it's funny how Shakur Stevenson is fighting Frank Martin's leftovers, and or the guy he just fought. You know, people say leftovers these days, but a guy he just fought, and they said that Frank Martin was ducking Shakur Stevenson. So why is Shakur Stevenson fight somebody that Frank Martin just beat? You know what I'm saying? But I like Shakur Stevenson though. I wanted him to fight that guy last year. Artem is a Olympian. That dude the real deal. Got a nice jab. Every time he throw his punch, he got like 100% accuracy when he be punching. So this a different. He might look like a bum to somebody else, but if you go back and look at the Frank Martin fight, that dude was landing every time. So, and Frank Martin got a lot of experience in that fight, which he gonna take it to the Tank Davis fight. So he actually catching Tank at the right time, more than people realize. Because this the longest layoff Tank done had in a while. So, and it's not good for Tank Davis to be taking time off like this during his career, like in his prime like this, because the way his body is and everything, I don't know. It look like Canelo's slowing down right now. What, Canelo's what, 33, 34? So what, we saying Tank got what, 3 or 4 more top years left? So how many fights that is? He's fighting what, twice a year now. So that's what, 6 fights? Say he got a 6, 7 fight deal. So he said 7. So this is gonna be number 7. I mean, this number 1 right here. So he got 6 after this. That's why he said 6 or 7. Okay, that makes sense. So he got a 7 fight deal. So that means by the time he get to what Canelo age is right now, they expect him to slow down. So he said 6 fights. Who's the 6 guys we think that's in there? Teofimo. Is any rematches in there? Let's just say a Ryan Garcia and an Isaac Cruz rematch. Okay, let's throw that in there. Shakur Stevenson. Okay, that's 4. Let's just say it's Haney at the end. Okay, Haney at the end. And who's the other guy? So no Keyshawn Davis, no Andy Cruz, no Loma. It don't look like no Loma. Looks like no Loma. Matias? I don't know. Probably no Matias. I don't know. What about a Gary Russell? Is a Gary Russell in there? What about Gary Russell? That's a wild card. So we got to think about that. That's gonna be another video. Is Gary Russell on? Is Gary Russell in the fight deal? I just named the fight deal right now. Y'all might think I'm tripping, but that's the fight deal right there. I gotta write this down too. What minute and second this is, so I can remember this later on. That's the fight deal right there, though. I just broke that down. See, I really do this, bro. That's the fight deal right there. Shout out to PD. What he just said. Tank picked put the worst time to fight in the athletic strong fight, in my opinion. Did you see that Virgil Ortiz fight? Because I only seen a little bit of it before I sent it to you and got on live. Did you see that Virgil Ortiz fight he had, PD? That Frank Martin had? That I put up in the community page? Because I ain't get to finish it, but I seen the beginning of it. Couple of things that stood out to me as well. Yeah, he picked the wrong time. He picked the worst time, actually. I feel like he should have had a fight in January. To kind of take 14 months off, I don't know. This kind of one of them situations like when Devin did with Ryan Garcia with the weight and the money thing. Like, the risk probably ain't worth the reward. You know what I'm saying? When you look back on it. So, but I really think, like I told you, PD. So when did him and Frank? Let me look something up right quick, PD. Let me find out when him and Frank Martin fought. If okay. All right, man. I'm gonna holler at you later on, bro. You enjoy your day, man. I'm gonna talk to you later on. I gotta find out when let me find out when Frank Martin sparred Tank Davis. Because I told everybody that sparring match mean a lot. And they don't wanna focus on that. Let me see. The sparring. Oh, so it was it was a lot further back than I thought. Ooh, this is good news for me. When was this? Okay. Wow. Time be flying. Oh, this was 2020. This was 2020. That's crazy. I'm glad. 2020 is crazy. That mean it's been on his mind for a minute. And you still thinking about that sparring match in your phone? Man, come on, man. This dude been walking around with that sparring video. He been walking around with this sparring video since 2020, and it still ain't hit the scene yet. Dang, who was scared that sparring video was gonna get out? Somebody's scared. It sounds like somebody's scared that sparring video gonna get out. That what it sound like. Somebody do not want that sparring video to come out. Mm-mm. It's gonna be a long day for that. That's not good, man. That's not good for the sport. I don't know if people understand that. I don't know if people understand that. Because I got a feeling that a lot of guys gonna end up having a lot of trouble trying to do some fight deals the way they've been trying to do it for the last couple of years. Because Anthony Joshua's in the same situation. You got everybody saying, yeah, Usyk gonna beat Fury. So y'all don't want to see Joshua try to get a third shot at Usyk? Is that gonna be a situation where we gonna be in? I'm not a big fan of people planning fights ahead. I'm not a big fan of that because stuff does go wrong. You can't guarantee you're gonna win every fight. And then if you are on a fight deal like that, that sometimes that mean that's not the toughest fight. And I've seen that too. I said that about recently. In the same situation with Inoue, with the Neary situation, he has fights already planned out a year ahead. Every time, so that's a whole nother situation. And I'm pretty sure most guys will wait if it's the biggest payday. You know, fighting him is a payday now, but at the same time, it's not good the way things are happening right now. Sparring videos, that the fact that, bro, I'm so surprised that sparring video is not out, man. The fact that sparring video hasn't hit the scene yet, that's a red flag. That's a huge red flag for me. That sparring video supposed to hit the scene already. It proves a lot in my eyes, though. It proves a lot. I don't know whatever games him and Floyd got going on. It's backfiring because people can see right through it, bro. People can see right through it. And you go out there and struggle against Frank Martin, we gonna say something about it anyways. Because the standard is people been saying for years that Devin Haney ain't got no chin. Just like anyway. People try to say, oh yeah, but he got up in the first round. Bro, the standard has always been, y'all say when somebody get cracked like that, he ain't got no chin. First round, get dropped. And y'all want people to look past it? Nah. My favorite fighters got dropped late in fights. First round? No, never. None of the fighters I follow got dropped in the first round. That's never happened. Getting dropped in the first round is embarrassing. You can't say you got super skills and nah. That's why I said, man, people better keep picking. And the style matchup, I'm gonna be real with y'all guys too. The Inoue and Neary fight might be the same way as Tank Davis versus Frank Martin. Not as far as the result. I'm talking about the styles. How the styles are kind of. But Frank Martin got a lot more to his arsenal than what Neary does. A whole lot. Neary got that left hook, but I mean, it's only so much you can do with a left hook. You see what Inoue did. He has a whole arsenal. Why would he worry about a left hook? That's why he wasn't really worried. But what is he gonna do when he get in there with a guy who has a whole arsenal like him? How's he gonna try to combat that? It's crazy to me though. Anyways, at 122, Tank said he can make 130. So I just put 130. But I don't think that fight's really a big deal like that. I don't think Inoue gonna try to fight a Tank Davis. As much as Tank Davis wanna have that fight, I mean he can fight the guy and beat him, but as far as me, my standard, that's not what I'm waiting on or looking for. I would watch it, but at this time right now, I want to see him fight guys like Loma. And the fact that Loma ain't getting no attention with Tank Davis, his name not even mentioned, ain't the same weight class, both finna have a belt. It lets you know that whatever people expecting in boxing are looking for or looking towards, it's not the same thing I'm looking at. I don't know what the expectations in boxing is anymore. Bro, I'm gonna tell you, like, it's a lot of glazing going on because people talking about yeah, Canelo, like they happy for Canelo to beat Munguia, but it's like people just they want him to be happy so bad. They're like, bro, it's weird. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. Even when I was watching Floyd back in the day, I've never said, oh, I just want Floyd to be happy, whatever he doing. Hell no, I'm trying to see the best fights. I don't know what's going on now in boxing. Bro, the stuff that's going on now, it's too many fanboys in boxing. I was a fan of Floyd Mayweather. The way these dudes be fanning out over fighters, it's worse than any Floyd Mayweather fan has ever done. And Floyd is 50-0, and people have never dick ride this guy like how it's going on now. The stuff that going on in boxing is too much, bro. It really is. It really is. It really is. None of these guys are 50-0 in boxing, but I see it, bro. If a reporter puts something out that these fans disagree with, they just go hardcore over it. And most of these guys not even selling pay-per-views. I'm waiting on everybody to find out what Lomachenko gonna do tonight. Nobody's want to talk about Lomachenko. The only thing they gonna say about Lomachenko is he got robbed. Oh, Lomachenko is trending on Twitter with 4,000 tweets. Really? And they don't even know how to spell his name. They just put Loma. This shit's embarrassing, bro. They don't even know how to spell Lomachenko name. They just put Loma. But these dudes super Lomachenko fans. Loma. These dudes so casual, man. This dude said Loma. That's insane to me. Yeah, this ain't it. Somebody said, "Wow, Raymond Murtai and Shakur Stevenson ain't fighting." Bro, y'all don't understand the business. Yeah. These dudes talking about, man, I don't want to hear about no damn uh Canelo pay-per-view numbers. We still ain't got Ryan Garcia pay-per-view numbers yet. So what are we talking about? These dudes insane. Hey man, y'all see this stuff that be going on in boxing, man? Bro, I need to get my day started, bro. This is disgusting. Man, these dudes be lying so much on the internet, man. They won't even put the pay-per-view numbers out. Yeah, it sold a lot. They got these talking about Canelo pay-per-view numbers 500K. They just be putting out numbers now. I'ma just say this. If we get Canelo pay-per-view numbers before we get Ryan Garcia, something's up. Something is definitely up. Yeah, this is definitely it's a funny business that's going on. I'm sitting back and enjoying what I'm seeing though. While everybody consistently wrong. I'm one of the only people on here that was talking about Loma all these months. I said, man, I'm taking a break. I'm I'm not gonna do it today. I said I'm just gonna tell the truth about the stuff I'm seeing as far as Tank sparring, the stuff he's saying about all that. But other things, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna promote nobody else's fight. I'm gonna let these ESPN, all these guys promote Lomachenko. I'll stick to the younger fighters from now on. I'll criticize the older fighters since that's what everybody else is doing. They just criticizing people, but I'm not putting out no information as far as, oh, this, and this. Fans don't care, bro. Tyson Fury fights next week. They talking about how he's the best and everything. They barely mentioning this fight or Lomachenko fight. It's over with, man. It's been exposed. I love it because I get to pat myself on the back. And I get to walk off and watch it burn in flames. Boxing is in Saudi Arabia now. So no matter what, I'm right about all this crap. It's not good enough to even be over here for. You can't even have a big fight over here anymore. If you do, it's got to be two 25-year-olds. Everybody arguing about a PED test. Those are the big fights now. But boxing is boring. It's lame now because most of these guys aren't even boxing fans. That's talking about this PED stuff. So it's kind of like, oh, okay. It kind of helps you out though. It lets you know who the real fans are and who's not the real fans. Sometimes you got to figure that out for a minute before you can move forward. So I had to pump the brakes on a few things for a while. You got to pump the brakes on a few things. It's definitely a lot of people exposing themselves. It's gonna have to be a lot of people deleting YouTube videos later on. I've already seen people hopping the fence on a lot of things. All that getting exposed. One thing that is getting exposed this year is ducking. Nobody's saying ducking no more, huh? I told y'all that was gonna end. I don't hear people saying ducking anymore. Cause everybody got big fights coming up. That's why. The guys who y'all still asking to take big fights, those are the guys I've been criticizing. They still asking Canelo to fight Benavidez. So I was right about that. They still asking Charlo. Well, no, they're not asking, but they asking Tim Tszyu to fight everybody else but Charlo. I was right about that. When they didn't think Tim Tszyu was good enough to fight him. Now they want Terrence Crawford to fight Canelo, but they didn't think he was good enough to beat Errol Spence. I was right about that. So it's a lot of things I was right about. One thing I was wrong about is when I thought that everybody was criticizing Tank. I don't know. I guess they forgot when everybody said Tank robbed Eastside Cruz. I guess people forgot about all that when I was taking up for Tank around that time. But the fact that people actually called certain people Tank haters who actually took up for Tank when they were saying that he robbed Eastside Cruz, people forget to say that. People forget about that though. People definitely forget about that. They act like they never seen Tank walk down in the ring or something. And then what's the first thing they said after the fight? The first thing after Tank Davis versus Eastside Cruz, what they say? Because no other boxer, I don't know, bro. I can't put Tank in the same category as certain boxers like Wilder or Haney because he can use excuses about a wrist. Oh, my wrist was messed up, so that's why I had a bad fight against Eastside Cruz. Why can you use excuses but nobody else can? Why is all these fighters can use certain excuses about certain things but other people can't? Why Deontay Wilder, he got a list of excuses that people bring out all the time, like that's their favorite boxer. They know more about Deontay Wilder than I do. But when it comes to other boxers who got rib injuries and they got the system trying to set them up, and this person, that. So I'm gonna tell y'all something else. So what's the difference between Deontay Wilder saying somebody drugged me and Ryan Garcia saying somebody messed with my drug test? Which one is harder to do? Mess with somebody's drug test or drug somebody? Is drugging somebody actually harder than rigging a drug test? Yeah, these people are consistently wrong out here, bro. It's gonna be a long year for a lot of people. I'm already enjoying it because my prediction last year was all the guys under 30 years old was gonna have the toughest fights. And what have we seen? Fundora, tougher fight. Fundora versus Tim Tszyu. They're both 29 and 26 years old. And guess what? Just they're under 30 years old and they just had one of the toughest fights in America. Because everybody else going to Saudi Arabia because they can't, just like Tank Davis just said recently, these guys can't sell over here in America. So they gotta go to Saudi Arabia. I don't. I said that too. But people said, no, that's not right. Tank Davis just said it. Then we had Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney, the fight that everybody said should be in Vegas. It's not a good fight. Never heard of anybody actually saying a fight shouldn't be in New York. That was a new thing to me. But then they celebrate the win. They didn't think the fight was gonna be good, but now they're celebrating the win. That's coward stuff to me, bro. Like, if you didn't think Michael Jordan was gonna win a championship, why the hell are you jumping up and down for? You didn't think the Bulls was even gonna get in the finals. So what are you jumping up and down for? There's too much of that going on. There's too many NBA fans in boxing too as well. I think we have too many guys who used to watch Kobe and stuff like that in boxing. Also, but that goes to show you right there, age 29. And then what you look at these guys, they talking about everybody with ducking Matias. He 32 years old. I just want to throw that in there because a lot of people always say, yeah, they ducking Matias. He 32 years old. Then you had a guy on my page the other day talking about, so Gary Russell, he's 27 and he only got 17 fights. Matias age 32 and how many fights he got? 21. So that means Gary Russell is on pace to have more fights than him. So what are we talking about, man? These dudes, they make excuses for one guy, but the other guy, y'all gotta learn boxing out here. Oh my God, I seen so many people get mad when I called out Matias because I just wanted to be consistent. Bro, y'all ain't finna throw the #1 pound for pound boxer under the bus and think I'm not finna say nothing about the next dude that you like. Get the hell out of here. Bro, we ain't never. Come on, man. These dudes talking about the #1 pound for pound guy who got 10 straight knockouts. And y'all making an excuse for a guy who lost before? And every time you bring up Matias lost, guys be like, oh, well, he was smoking weed. And okay, nigga, all of us smoke weed and do that. Okay. What you talking about? I'm not finna use no excuse for no nigga smoking no weed and chilling. What are you talking about? That's what that nigga wanted to do. That's insane to me. And then when I post this up, but when I posted this up probably like a month ago, people was laughing. Ryan Garcia ain't the face of boxing. Now these niggas celebrating his win. But when I was posting this up, it was a joke though. Boxing has some disgusting individuals in it. But when you realize what kind of people this is in real life, some of these guys, they kind of off a little bit. But my thing is with Tank Davis, though, to be honest with you, bro, we kind of protected him at this point because for him to come up with the phrase email champion and for him to have an email belt and for Boots Ennis to be called an email champion yesterday, I think that's mostly because a popular guy like Tank Davis, people weren't saying that before Tank came around. But for that to be thrown around like that now, because he made it super popular. I know other guys were saying it, but he took it to a whole nother level. Wasn't nobody caring about what TFE and all these other guys were saying, or Cambosis. Look at Cambosis been quiet ever since he lost. But if you look now, what you see now? If you look now, what you see now? Everybody can call the email champion. It's not good to, hey, it's not good to be referencing or calling guys certain things you don't want to be called. That's why I say a lot of these guys, they think boxing a game. They don't know how to really talk to certain boxers. I don't know why even Tank is arguing with guys he's sparred before. I just want to know when the Frank Martin sparring video will come out. And why does he still have it? It's been 4 years. And this dude still walking around with a Frank Martin sparring video? And ain't nobody thinking about why is that a big deal to him? And why is it in your phone? Man, come on, man. This dude got a sparring video. Just walking around with, yeah, man, I got a sparring video of Frank Martin. Bro, I think, ain't you from the streets? Put it out. Street dude. Everybody from the streets put the sparring match out. If you put hands on them like that, then dudes sitting around, I don't know why they be. Even that time they put that video out when somebody was knocking out Rolly and sparring, and the guy jumped in the ring. Tank like, man, I don't like how they did Rolly like that, man. They putting out sparring videos. Man, y'all putting out sparring videos. Y'all putting out sparring videos. Because I told everybody you ain't had no sparring videos. Now you walking around with a Frank Martin sparring video. I told everybody for weeks, nah, Tank ain't putting no sparring video out on no Devin Haney. Nah, he ain't do that. Why would Tank put out a sparring video of Devin Haney? Nah, he ain't do that. He ain't got no sparring videos. Then this dude pulls out on stage a video of Frank Martin from 4 years ago. 4 years ago. You got a sparring match from 4 years ago that ain't never hit the internet. Wow. And these dudes talking about some people from the streets. Man, dudes from the streets don't act like that. Dudes from the streets act more like Frank Martin. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. The real street dudes I've been around, they act like Frank Martin. When you look at the real Rick Ross, Freeway Rick Ross, he act more like his temperament is more like a Frank Martin. It's not like how Tank is. That nigga, he ain't finna run around with no sparring videos on his phone. Nah, that ain't finna happen. That's definitely not it. But we've already heard, man, these dudes ain't doing good business in boxing anyways. We've already heard it. It's going to Saudi Arabia anyway, so people can enjoy. They better enjoy what Devin Haney gives them, because once he packs up and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to just go to Saudi Arabia. If I was Devin Haney, I'd do the rest of my fights in Saudi. And I would do something different, because they doing something different now where in North Africa and all the other places, you can't even stream some of them fights over here. So I would do that and make these dudes pay $200 since they hate so bad. They got to pay $200 to watch this fight. Shut it down. Because the hate's so real. I make these dudes pay $200 to watch a fight the way they already ain't getting no fights over here in America like that. They better enjoy. Frank Tank in the middle of his career finna be 30 years old, and he gonna fight. His biggest fight gonna be Frank Martin, not Lomachenko. Should be Lomachenko right now. Should be Lomachenko right now. But this is what we at in boxing right now. This is what people accept. They better hold on to their horses, because it's gonna be a long road for a lot of these guys. It ain't gonna be easy. Because right now I don't feel like bro. And then this what Tank gotta understand. Frank Martin fought you 4 years ago. You acting like Frank Martin just fought recently. So 4 years ago, that let me know that Frank Martin got a whole lot better since then. 4 years is a long time. And you just talking about off of sparring? I'm telling y'all, the sparring was good, man. Frank Martin gave him some good sparring, because he's still thinking about the sparring. Then he told Frank Martin, you should have waited. He said, you should have waited. You should have waited. You should have had more time. You would have had a chance. Then he turns around and say, you didn't pick me, I picked you. So how was he gonna wait if you picked him? What? How was he gonna wait if you picked him? I don't understand that. He picked that man. He said out of his mouth, I picked you. You didn't pick me. So out of all the fighters that's walking around, that's why I said, man, don't tell me about Lomachenko getting robbed against nobody. I'm gonna let everybody promote that, man. I'm finna try to get a bag today. I ain't trying to worry about Lomachenko. I'm gonna let everybody who's screaming about Lomachenko for the last 12 months in my comment. I don't even know if I'm gonna do that fight tonight, man. Real talk. Because the way everybody been super Lomaed out the last 12 months, man, support that dude, man. I've been supporting Loma ever since his career started. I'm tired of these fake fans. We're gonna find out who these real fans is. We gonna definitely find out. Oh, Loma. Who y'all want to see Loma fight? Ain't said nothing. Nigga, fall back, man. I ain't trying to hear all that, man. We trying to see real fights. That's what's wrong with boxing now. They got Loma trending on Twitter with 4,000 tweets. That's it. And can't even spell his name all the way out. Dude been fighting on. He been fighting since HBO, and we know how hard it was to pay for HBO. Everybody had HBO, so that means you had to be really a fan to watch him on HBO. And these people can't even spell his name out. Have no respect for the sport at all. They just want to show up on Saturday and have some shit to yell about. Oh man, I think this dude lost. Man, Loma fight this weekend. Oh, I don't care. Haney robbed him. What? You don't care? You don't care that Loma fight this weekend against Kambosos for a belt? And he in the same division as Tank Davis? That's insane to me. But then they'll say guys like this, oh, he on pound for pound. Let anybody on pound for pound let Terrence Crawford get dropped like anyway got dropped. Or Tank Davis. And then y'all see what happened. See, I'm trying to take up for Tank now. Because one day he gonna end up slipping or falling. It's boxing. It happens. He gonna end up possibly getting knocked off his balance and getting dropped possibly one day. It's happened pretty much. I'm pretty sure it happened. He's not a gold medalist or anything, so I'm pretty sure he got dropped before. But he's not Andre Ward or anything. Even Andre Ward got dropped. So when this happens, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna point at Devin Haney or Bill Haney and say, hey man, yeah. Nah. You know what I'm saying? And then don't let it happen against a guy who everybody don't think that's that good. Because right now, everybody underestimates Frank Martin. He getting washed. He a bum. Same thing I heard when against Esau Cruz. And now I'm starting to get the same kind of energy I got before the Esau Cruz fight. When everybody said Esau Cruz was a bum, he gonna get washed. He went out there and walked Tank down for 12 rounds. And they have a scratch on his face after the fight. Matter of fact, let me go get that picture. Esau Cruz ain't have a scratch on his face after the Tank Davis fight. I was the only person on YouTube that said Esau Cruz is gonna give Tank Davis a tough fight. Oh, and guess what? Esau Cruz had a loss already. So he wasn't undefeated. I wasn't picking him because he was undefeated. He had a loss already. He had already lost. Yeah, we ain't no front running going on around here. Ain't no front running going on. And you know what's crazy? This was the first time I seen Tank Davis win a fight and he wasn't smiling. I'm like, bro, you wasn't smiling in the picture? Why he ain't smiling? But the fight, so basically I'm explaining this for the people who don't understand. The Tank Davis fight went as basically how the Tank Davis and Esau Cruz fight went basically the same way that Loma and Devin Haney went. But people want to play they want to have memory loss. People act like Esau Cruz just walking around because he didn't have a close fight with Tank. Yeah, he did, buddy. And people want to see rematches now. I don't know why they had to see Rolly Romero get knocked out to ask for a rematch. Look at Tank. He ain't even smiling. How you win a fight and you ain't smiling? Esau Cruz don't got a scratch on him. He like, man, come on, dog. Are we serious? This picture, this says it all. Look how they look look how they looking at Esau Cruz. They was booing and everything after that fight, man. Come on. Yeah, man. It was so much glazing going on after that fight. Yeah, Tank was like, yeah, a star is born. A star is born. Like, yeah, man, come on. That's the same guy you just pushed that weigh in a couple of days ago. That's the same guy you pushed at the weigh in. I don't know why he pushed him. That still don't make no sense to me. Why? I to this day, bro, I still be asking that same question. Why did he push Eastside? Hey, no, I didn't. That's a lie. When he pitched Eastside Cruz at the fight, I said Eastside Cruz gonna have a chance in this fight. I said Tank know how good he is. But when Devin Haney pushed Lomachenko, everybody's like, oh. That was hilarious to me. And Tank Davis over here shoving Eastside Cruz for no reason. That's when I knew right then. I said Eastside Cruz got a chance in this fight. When he did this, I said, yep, mark it. I said, mark it. Why is he pushing him? The dude don't speak English. He ain't said nothing to this man. He been smiling the whole time, just happy to be here. And he shoved the man. But all people remember, but Devin Haney lost money pushing Lomachenko. He lost money behind that. Everybody's, oh my God, Devin Haney pushed Loma. That's disgusting. Let me go pull that picture up. So you see Tank over here pushing Eastside Cruz, right? And Eastside Cruz is ready to jump on him then. Eastside Cruz like, who this dude is? I'm finna jump on him. This dude tripping. But yeah, people forget about stuff like that. That's why every fighter has been in a fight where they look bad. All that, oh man, Haney got smoked, man. I know a couple of guys. Hey, all I know is Eastside Cruz in the ring with Tank Davis for 12 rounds. I heard all kind of excuses after the fight. Oh, he had a bad wrist. And I said, oh, Deontay Wilder had a bad wrist. Oh, excuses. Excuses. You just said Tank Davis had a bad wrist. And the guy he had a bad wrist against already lost. I thought he was that guy. He can't get him out of there. These are real questions I be asking. This ain't no. And he look at him. He don't even look confident. He's like, man, yeah. Then everybody gonna add Devin Haney. Why you stand on the ropes after the fight? Why is Tank looking sad after the fight? Since everybody worrying about how somebody looking and not focusing on the fight. Why is he looking like this after the fight? Did Eastside Cruz win or not? Cause y'all be I'm still asking that question. I thought didn't everybody say Eastside Cruz beat Tank? What are scratches that on Eastside Cruz's face? Teofimo had a black eye and still won a fight against Lomachenko. Eastside Cruz ain't got a scratch and he lost? Oh, okay. I repeat that. Teofimo had a black eye against Lomachenko, a guy who never gives black eyes. People talking about, oh, they look out for Loma. If they look out for Loma, why did Loma give Teofimo a black eye and he lost? Okay. Oh, I was just letting everybody see what how Tank and his people roll. That's all I'm just letting see. Because like I said, what I found out lately is him and Floyd Mayweather some of my favorite fighters ever, but these dudes more protected than Inoue or anybody else in boxing, man. And I ain't biting my tongue on that no more. Real talk. The way they protect these dudes right now, it's like, nah, they more protected right now. The day I start seeing Devin Haney get protected, the way they protect these other guys, then I actually consider that. But at this time right now, nah, I can't agree with that. I can't even agree with it. I can't consistently agree with that. Yeah, every time I'm talking about Floyd or Tank or something, they always kicking somebody off the line. They do other people channel like that, but at the same time, man, ain't nobody got. It's disgusting what goes on in boxing now. Him, Floyd, Ryan Garcia, they all the same. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It really is. I didn't know it was like that before, but now I see why certain people don't really mess with. That's why boxing is kind of like in a position it's in. It's not affecting me because boxing going to Saudi Arabia doesn't hurt what I'm doing. It's still gonna be people that's gonna be over here boxing when all that's over with. Like I said, we got guys, Tim Tszyu coming from Australia to give us good fights. St. Davis is just okay with the email belts, man. That's all it is. I can't be wrong about that. Like I want to see bro fight Lomachenko. That's not gonna happen, bro. I'm not entertaining none of that. Because some of the fights that Devin Haney's giving us, we don't have to have those. We don't have to see Devin Haney fight all these other guys. But for some reason, with Tank Davis is different, man. Whoever he picks, they're okay with. That's not good enough for me. And no boxer. I don't require that in boxing. You know, people were yelling about Canelo and Munguia this weekend. If you was happy about paying $100 to see Canelo and Munguia, good for you. Anybody who was proud to pay $100 to see Canelo fight Munguia, good. You're the problem with boxing. You're the problem. Now after that fight, nobody's saying, "Hey man, I want to see Munguia fight this guy." Munguia got more fans now than he did before the Canelo fight. That show you how many bandwagon fans are actually out here. Now the whole time Munguia was building up the fight with Canelo, and he ain't get none of these fans. As soon as he got in the ring, they're like, "Yeah." And he went 12 rounds and got respect. Got dropped and everything. No wonder Devin Haney was fighting in Mexico when he first started his career. Because over here, you know, they treat things a lot differently. Munguia get dropped in the fight, he get respect for going 12 rounds. America, they disrespect you for going 12 rounds. Yeah. It happens though. It's gonna change soon though. A lot of stuff getting revealed, man. You can't run from the truth no more. Everybody want to build up a super fighter. Let me tell you, the fighters that everybody tried to say was a. I remember when everybody was like, "Yeah, Manny Pacquiao's unbeatable and everything." At some point, it felt like that, but he was getting beat. He was getting beat and he was getting dropped. But the thing that kept Manny Pacquiao's name alive was he was fighting everybody. If you're not gonna fight everybody, if you're gonna pick and choose and everything, you're gonna end up the same way. I don't want to see taking this situation like Canelo was in. But one thing I do know about Canelo is he's not going around doing the sparring video thing like with Frank Martin. Holding on to a sparring video for 4 years is pretty scary. That's something you gotta fear. Holding on to a sparring video for 4 years is pretty insane. I don't care what nobody's saying. Nah, that's something that's been on your mind. Something happened in that sparring video to where people said, hey, he's doing the wrong thing right now. He need to fight that guy. Something went wrong. I feel like in my mind, the Tank didn't want that video to get out. And also guys was I don't know, like Frank Martin, he almost got in the ring with Shakur Stevenson. So I don't know if that was that the reason why he took the fight, because maybe they was afraid of how good he would look against Shakur Stevenson. I don't know. Because that fight happened right after that. So, but what I do know is he loves that sparring video, like I said he does. Something happened in that fight. Still walking around with a Frank Martin sparring video, and ain't nobody. And then I'm saying the whole time he don't got no sparring videos. So now the new story could be, if I was really like messy, like all the rest of these YouTubers are, and I love drama, the next video I would make would be, did Tank Davis put the sparring video out for Ryan Garcia, because it's your sparring video. I mean, you sparred, so cause look, you sparred Devin Haney, so who would have it other than you? Nah, I'm not blaming Floyd no more. Oh, it's Floyd, man. You grown. Ain't Floyd nothing. It's you. You the one who got the videos. Man, please, bro. I was sparring dudes and destroying guys at 20 that was 16. Who's posting that and running around with that? Like, that's a different kind of creep right there, bro. I don't care what nobody say. If I had a grown woman who's like 20, 21, and my niece is in high school, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna post this video. Come on, dog. That's nah. That ain't it. So I don't know what earth these dudes be living on, but they got to be consistent though. Being consistent is what's gonna hurt a lot of boxing channels. It's a lot of boxing channels that have a lot of views and things right now, but you gotta understand, with them just reporting this one story about Ryan Garcia, a lot of these guys are forced to kind of be on one side. You got guys who failed drug tests, like Shannon, whatever his name is, and he's sitting up here talking about yeah, man, they got him. And I'm here. Yeah, this dude Chael Shannon for UFC. Now he like, yeah, man, they tried to set up Ryan Garcia, something like that. Allegedly, I forgot what he said, but he was like, yeah, man, they're wrong about Ryan Garcia's test and everything else. It's the same dude that was trying to say LeBron James was on something. Like, this nigga done lost all his credibility. I'm talking about all of it. He lost all his credibility. This nigga talking about LeBron James on something, but no, they trying to get Ryan Garcia. Man, please. On that note, man, I'm out of here.